Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to Generation C. I am Jamie Loss.
And I am Dinala Shiteni, and if you're still clueless about what this show is all about, Generation C aims to empower and equip the youth through 3 different segments, namely The Zone, Varsity Chatroom, and School Corner.
Here we recap on The Zone, giving you all the reason to grab your copy on a Tuesday. The Zone is published in the Namibian Sun, Republican, and Allgemeine Zeitung. Do stay tuned as we go through the Zone pages. Today in studio, we're joined by Gabriel Ntelamo. He is a third-year marketing student at the University of Science and Technology, NUST, and he describes himself as a people's person. He is a YouTuber and an upcoming influencer. He also has been part of an exchange program. But before we get into that interview, and before you guys get too curious, let's see what's happening on page 1. On page 1, we take a look at an article on the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Service in partnership with the United Nations Development Programme and the United Nations Population Fund, which organized a stakeholder engagement on the 6th of September to create synergies among current youth programs, which will inform the activities of the Youth Connect chapter in preparation for its launch. Let's take a look at how that went.
My name is Mano Shimanda, and I will be presenting on the Youth Connect chapter from the Africa perspective to the Namibia chapter. So the Youth Connect Africa is having the mission or the vision of connecting African youth for socio-economic transformation, and it is a pan-African platform that seeks to empower young people through enhancing their knowledge, their experiences and skills, while also investing in their ideas, innovations and initiatives so that Africa make progress in harnessing its democratic dividend by 2030. Where does it begin? The Youth Connect Africa is an initiative that was endorsed by the Africa Union's Executive Council in 2018 to accelerate the implementation of the Africa Union's Charter. The initiative has been adopted by 28 countries so far, and Namibia is one of the latest. And there is a Youth Connect Africa Hub, which is the secretariat established by the member states and is hosted by the government of Rwanda, and it's supported by UNDP.
Because of really what's happening in the country, especially in Namibia, and taking what the Master of Ceremony was talking about, that young people are advancing very fast. So we need to be innovative. And for me, I don't think it's innovation that we need. I think we need to provide platforms because the spaces have been shrinking when it comes to young people, either creation, self-employment, or just employment at large. Also, in regards to civic participation and leadership, that's really also caught my eyes, or my attention rather. I would really like to see that, and I'm happy that the forefront of this implementation of Youth Connect is really the UN agencies, and as a young person that has been working very closely with the UN agencies in the country, I think I've been very excited to see the step that the UN agencies are really going to take in regards to making sure that young people are employed, not only by the Namibian government, but also by their officers and also in terms of leadership.
Very glad to see that in one of the activities that we'll embark upon will be the regional consultation. So I'm sure that with those consultations, ideas will be generated in terms of how do we then intend to come up with a methodology. The comment from Clivet, it was more a comment, and I think really we appreciate, especially the development partners that are augmenting the efforts of government, and we know that the challenges of youth unemployment is something that keeps us awake at night. So this really, again, I think is like what I've just responded in terms of the partnership.
On page 2, we have an article on a creative website called All Things Charlie Curates Products, Services and Content. Through events, content and products that improve quality of life, they hope to improve the lives of women and the ecosystems that support them. Also on page 2, we have the photo of the week. Photo of the week is from Standard Bank Namibia. NSSR Under-19 Super League Rugby continued last weekend at Windhoek Gymnasium Private School Sport Field, where they won 31-24 against Wolfish Bay Private School. Devon Stein was one of the try scorers for the Windhoek Gymnasium. For the Windhoek Gymnasium, photo by Andrew Pullman.
For this week's Vox Pop, the MyZone team did ask the Namibia Media Holdings marketing team what excites them about spring. Let's have a look.
What I'm most excited about spring is the colors, receiving flowers, the trees in the north, you know, when you have to sit under a tree and that breeze just hits you in the perfect spot. I'm most excited about rocking those outfits, those pretty summer dresses, and everything else that spring has to offer.
Morning, my name is Brian Christian. What I am most excited about this spring is definitely it's my birthday month. So I'll be able to wear a dress. I don't have to stress about a jacket and a sweatpants. So it will be very comfortable for me. And then most definitely the flowers. And no, like maybe the rain as well. So thanks a lot.
Hello everyone, my name is Johanna and I am the client executive for the youth portfolio. What am I most excited about when it comes to spring? It would be the fashion. Not only the weather but the fashion. Everybody comes in their best dressed, you know, they don't have to wear heavy clothing, they don't have to be worried about getting too cold. So that's what I'm most excited about. The fashion, the bright colors, the flowers blooming, and mostly getting to enjoy the outdoors again without having to worry about getting sick. That is what I'm most excited about, and I hope you guys are excited too, because now we are able to do even more activities in the outdoors. And the colors, let's not forget the colors. I'll not stop mentioning the colors.
And on page 3, this week we have our star teacher. We take a look at our star teacher and school focus. Our star teacher for this week is Lizelle White, Tsumeb Gymnasium Private School. She started teaching in 2017 at Tsumeb Gymnasium. She teaches Afrikaans first language to grades 8 to 12 and Bible studies to grade 8. She loves that she gets to work with young adults and challenge how they think. As a teacher, she has never had a dull moment, no day is the same. Some days are chaotic and others are less so, but each day brings a teachable moment.
Wow, she's definitely passionate about what
really
she does. But now let's focus on our Scholar Focus, which this week is on a school that was established in 1999 and is named after a Swedish explorer, trader and environmentalist, Carl John Charles Anderson, who lived in Namibia in the 1880s and is buried in northern Namibia. The school was a donation from the Swedish government after independence. Please do stay tuned to see the video as the head girl, Dayola Mulongeni, and the head boy, Inotila Shihama, tell us more about the school.
My name is Inotila Shihama, the Charles Anderson School President. What makes me happy about being the president is learners started respecting me and I've been well known at the school now. Why parents should bring their learners to the school is because Charles Anderson is a friendly environment and Charles Anderson has produced leaders such as the supranational, Miss Supranational, Julieta, and the current junior mayor of Onwedira.
Good morning, this is Dayola Mulongeni, the Vice President of Charles Anderson School. What I love most about being the Vice President is that I actually get to do the work of being an LRC and not more of a teacher's representative I feel like most LRCs don't understand the importance of being an LRC. They do more of what their teachers tell them instead of representing their learners. So I feel like this is something that we need to strengthen and that all LRCs around schools in Namibia need to understand. And I also love being the vice president because there's so many things that I would love for the school, and being in this position of leadership provides me with a platform to actually see these things through. And it is actually said that my days here are numbered and I won't get to see most of the plans that I had for this school through. But I do hope that the incoming leadership will continue with the great work that we have already done with my council. And I would advise parents to come look for admission for their children here because this is a very, very nice school. It has groomed me a lot. It has taught me a lot. Being here has been a blessing. I would not have been Ndayala Mulangeni without Charles Anderson. And yeah.
What an amazing edition of The Zone that was. Please make sure to stay tuned to meet Gabriel Ntelamo.
I'm super excited.
I'm also really, really excited.
Because, I actually wanted to study marketing, but now I can actually hear a marketing student talk about the experience. That's super exciting.
Yes, exactly. I'm also really, really excited to meet him. But before that, let's see what's happening in the schools.
Ooh.
Welcome to School Corner, where we talk about all things school. So, over the weekend, Ella du Plessis took part in a cleanup campaign on Saturday, 10th of September. Let's take a look.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Moses. I'm in grade 8 and this project educates us to keep our environment clean and let's stop us from littering. So guys, let's pick up our papers.
Hi guys, my name is Tiakula Jonas. I'm in 9N from Ella du Plessis. This project is helping us learn more about hygiene. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Mente Ailonga. I'm in grade 9F. I school at Ella du Plessis. This project is all about keeping our environment clean. Thank you.
Wow, how cool is that?
I would have loved to take part in that.
I feel like more schools should try and take this initiative. Guys, if you are watching, go tell your teacher, ma'am, can we please do a cleanup campaign because you're saving the planet.
That's true.
But also for this week, you guys know already, every week school newspapers come out. And this week, I'm super stoked about the schools that are coming out. We have Keetmanshoop Private School, we have Walvispaai Private High School, as well as Cederlig Secondary School, and my favorite, Piquet de Villiers Secondary School. So do make sure to keep your eyes open and wide to see waar kan ek die skoolpapier kry. But it's only coming out every Thursday, so I hope you guys get it. And don't forget to send us cool content on our Telegram channels. But from us, it's ons gaan because we want to see the interview with Gabriel toch. We've been waiting.
Sure.
We're rushing through everything just to
now.
get there.
Time is now.
Please, take out your notes, take out your pens and papers so that you can take notes from this guy because Gabriel knows what he's doing. Let's go.
Right, if you're just joining us, of course, watching Generation C, the show that aims to inform the youth. Now, I'm joined by Gabriel Ntelamo, a marketing student at the Namibian University of Science and Technology, who was also recently part of a German exchange program. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining us today. All right, so tell us a little bit about what inspired you to study marketing. Let's start there.
Well, what inspired me to study marketing was that once I matriculated from high school, I realized I was a type of a creative person. And because I also had the interest in photography and videography, I figured, okay, marketing also allows you to work in that factor, in that force. So I felt like, okay, I'd really like to be close to the entrepreneurial side of things. And I felt like marketing was best at that time. So that's when I decided, okay, NUST offers a course on marketing, and I was like, okay, cool, let's go for it.
All right, so since you started marketing, what are those, since you started studying marketing, what are those challenges? And maybe there's a success also that you faced thus far as a marketing student, so what are those?
Well, for me, in terms of success, I would say it's personal success as to how I can express myself as a marketer. Because in my opinion, I feel like the whole course is like being a marketer. It's based around psychology and how you carry yourself out, depending on which field of marketing that you're going for. And I feel like I've developed as a person in terms of understanding people. And in terms of my successes, I really understand the marketing field. Yeah, I understand the whole works of it, working with people, especially with photography and videography, which are my interests. And it's only been getting better since the first year.
Okay, right. So I see what you did there. You've told me a lot about the successes, but you don't want to tap into those challenges. But I know, as Vantuki, so there is no way that there is not something that you've there's no way that there's no challenge that has come upon you somewhere there.
Okay, fine. You've caught me. Okay, look, what I can tell you is marketing is great. It's great because you can turn your imagination into reality. Okay, cool. The final question is, does the market accept it?
Yeah. Okay.
You know, you can put so much effort into a marketing plan, into some creative works that you've done, but if the market doesn't accept it, then you can consider it as a fail.
Okay.
So the biggest challenge for me that I've realized is that, you know, I need to find a way on how to always stay abreast with the current market.
Yeah.
Either if I'm like creating videos for my YouTube or whatever, I need to find ways on how to always stay abreast of the target market. What are their interests? What will they like to see? And what will actually interest them, you know? Satisfy their needs and their wants to whatever the subject or the cause may be.
Wow, really interesting. All right, so I think let's step away a little bit from marketing and let's touch into the German exchange program. How was that? How was the journey? How was the process of applying to that exchange program, and how was it living in Germany?
Sure, where do I begin? You know, thinking about going to Germany didn't really hit when I was like accepted and they said, okay, you're going to Germany, jump on the flight and let's go. You know, everything was just calm. It's, you know, just vibes.
Yeah.
The moment the plane landed in Frankfurt, I was like, oh my goodness, this is Europe.
Germany,
okay, I'm in Germany now. And now what was actually anxious for me is that I didn't know what was going to be expected of me.
Yeah.
Because you can be a marketer, but you can also be a salesman. Of course, they all fall under the same thing, but you know, with sales, it revolves around getting to work with people.
Yeah.
And then with marketing, you can work with advertising and merchandising. So they're two different things. But I just feel now that I am a full deck of cards. You know?
Yeah. That's a good one. A full deck of cards. Now, you've been in Germany for, was it about 6 months?
Yeah, right now about 6 months.
Yeah, about 6 months.
Yeah, since
so,
March.
do you speak do you speak the language now? At least just something. Sprachen du Deutsch?
Ja, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch.
All right. Okay, so can you tell our viewers how our viewers from NUST how they can apply for this program and do and also follow into your footsteps?
Okay, one thing I'd like to recommend is keep an eye out for any posts that the university publishes on social media and as well as events on campus, because some of those events can actually like give you an opportunity to like go study abroad.
Yeah.
And you can work all of that through the International Relations Office. So that was kind of the same case with me. And to give you like a tip or a heads up is just be consistent. It may seem difficult, but that's actually not the case, okay? One thing that you should always know is it's actually in your favor, but it's just a very lengthy process. So you constantly need to fight and constantly try to prove why you are the best candidate for the exchange program. Yeah, so for me, consistency made it. There was so many other candidates and I was just like consistent.
Yeah.
I believe I can do it. And if you put God first and actually put faith into your beliefs, it might as well just manifest. And I can testify that's the case with me.
Wow, that's really lovely to hear. Right, so do you have any final comments for our viewers before I let you go?
One thing that I'd really like to promote is use LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is what they use in Germany. It's I don't even know where to begin. You know, with LinkedIn, if you want to be self-employed, you can use that application to go ahead and search out for your top leads and your top clients.
Yes.
You can also use that platform to illustrate your academic performance and your academic history, as well as work experience, and as well as looking for employment.
Yeah.
So whatever the case may be for you to leave to Germany, LinkedIn would really be a great platform to, you know, sell yourself and to make more opportunities. How can I say it? You know, like a conversion rate, like to convert your opportunities into actually working out.
Yeah.
So that I would recommend you should do that.
Wow. That's amazing. Thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to be here with us. You could be at home studying for your, Operation Save the Semester is about to start again, but you are here and you came to enlighten us. So thank you so much for that.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, man. I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. Right. So you heard it yourself from Gabriel Ntelamo, marketing student at the Namibian University of Science and Technology. So consistency is key. If you want to be an exchange student, all you need to do is be consistent. Go to the International Relations Office. Make sure that they know your face so that every time you enter, they already know what you are here to ask for. And of course, make sure to join LinkedIn. But for right now, stay tuned for the Varsity Chat Room.
So with all that is happening in the schools in Namibia, let's see what our varsity students are up to.
We do have an article on page 8 on the Pupkewitz Motors that established strategic partnerships with the Commercial Advancement Training Scheme and the Namibia Training Authority to ensure we contribute to the skills development of young Namibians who can work in various industries, including the motoring industry. This is also important for the inclusion and elevation of the girl child in the technical and vocational sectors.
Students from the University of Joburg visited Namibia for a week. Stay tuned as Basetsana Ngwato, 22 years old final year student at the University of Johannesburg, pursuing her BCom Information Management, and Chirag Soni, 21-year-old Bachelor of Commerce in Accounting at the University of Johannesburg, share their experience. Let's take a look.
Hi, my name is Wendy Herza. I'm from South Africa in Johannesburg, from the University of Johannesburg at the CBE, so it's the College of Business and Economics, and we've brought 36 students with us from the College of Business and Economics from our different schools. So we have 6 schools in the college, and we've taken students from there via application process. And the reason we've chosen Namibia is because they have strong links to South Africa historically and currently. Namibia gets a lot of the produce from South Africa. These are business and economics students, and what we are hoping to do is just to show them other trade partners.
Hi, my name is Basetsana Ngwato. I am a 22-year-old final year student at the University of Johannesburg, and we are here on our educational trip in Namibia, and I'd have to say that it is a privilege and I'm honored to be here. And one of the things that impressed me about this country is how peaceful it is. So when we came here, they're like, oh, South Africans are so vibrant, and we're like, okay, how did you notice that? They're like, you guys are loud and you guys have the energy. Like, oh, okay. Another thing is that it's very clean, like your city, your townships, everything in Namibia is so clean, and the people are welcoming and so calm, I'd say. So yeah, for fun, we went to the catch, which was brilliant because the DJ accommodated us. We saw all kinds of people, and we also visited the university where we learned a few things as well. To say, as much as I feel like it's not so different from home, because Namibia is like, we're just in a different province, but still in South Africa. As much as there is a language barrier, but otherwise everything else was amazing.
For this week's Varsity Corner, we take a look at Gabriel Ntelamo, a third-year marketing student at the Namibian University of Science and Technology. He describes himself as a people's person because of his social media presence as a YouTuber and his extroverted personality. Well, we all know that we already met Gabriel, and I think this definitely gives a great idea of who he is. Because
yeah.
like he is really extroverted and he's great with, he's like amazing with his words.
He really
and then I
is.
couldn't stop talking about it.
Like I'm just I could listen to him speak the entire day. He's well articulated, guys. I'm sure you will enjoy the interview.
It's giving, shooting her shot.
She's being naughty, guys. Don't listen to her.
Well, it was super fun, Dina. Don't you agree?
No, it was really,
and
really
guys,
fun.
it's been a long time since Dina has been here.
I'm back and I'm better.
And as you can
like
see,
I
she
never
really
left.
copied me. She has a crush on me, but it's fine.
We can see who likes bright colors and who likes dark colors, but
who's the light and who's the darkness.
But
do
what are you
make
trying
sure
to
to
say?
tune in. Do make sure to tune in every single week. We will be here live and direct.
Same
but from
time.
us now,
Same time,
same place. Bye.